Hey Lions, thanks for joining me for another lesson. We're going to get started with some sight words. I have some new ones to introduce you to. Remember, our sight words are also called heart words because we want to know them by heart and have them memorized because they're used in stories a lot. And they're also words you're going to use a lot in your own writing as well. So we want to remember these words automatically. The first word I'm going to introduce you to is once. Once, that would be one time. So once upon, and a lot of stories start with once upon a time. It's a way you might begin a story, whether you're writing or the way a piece of literature might start. Okay, so let's spell it. O-N-C-E. Read it once. And here's a trick for remembering how to spell once is see the number 1 in here, O-N-E, but then with the C. And we know that C can make the S sound or K sound. But C makes the S sound when it's before the letter E or I or Y. Okay? So I wanted to point that out for you. Let's read it again. Once. Spell O-N-C-E. Once. Good. Remember, we read, spell, read our sight words. That'll help us to remember it because we're seeing it, we're hearing it, and we're saying it. Both. Read it with me. Both. So both would be 2. So both of you, please stop by and see me. Both. Okay, let's spell it. B-O-T-H. Both. Father. Let's spell it. F-A-T-H-E-R. Father. I'm going to go see my father today. I'm going to check in on him. Okay, let's read, spell, read the rest of our words. Who. W-H-O. Who. They're all sticking together. Great. G-R-E-A-T. Great. Today. T-O-D-A-Y. Today. Read. Work. Spell. W-O-R-K. Work. Word. W-O-R-D. Word. Put. P-U-T. Put. Watch. W-A-T-C-H. Watch. Of. O-F. Of. Told. T-O-L-D. Told. Cold. C-O-L-D. Cold. They. T-H-E-Y. They. Say. S-A-Y. Say. Two. T-W-O. Two. And this is the number 2. Hour. O-U-R. Hour. Were. W-E-R-E. Were. Remember, read, spell, read. Where. W-H-E-R-E. Where. Good. G-O-O-D. Good. Pull. P-U-L-L. Pull. Push. P-U-S-H. Push. Sure. S-U-R-E. Sure. Full. F-U-L-L. Full. Love. L-O-V-E. Love. I love working with you guys. Thank you for joining me. Other. O-T-H-E-R. Other. People. P-E-O-P-L-E. People. You. Y-O-U. You. Buy. B-Y. Buy. Look. 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 Let me give you a little hint. When I remember learning to spell this word when I was younger, and the way I remembered it is I thought that these were like two eyeballs, and I put the little dots in the middle and their little eyebrows over top of it to make it look like somebody looking. So that's, if you come up with little tricks, if there are words you have trouble spelling, come up with little tricks like that to help you remember what the word actually looks like. And just creating a little picture out of your word will help you. Okay, we are going to move on to spelling. So if you don't have paper and pencil, pause the video and we'll go ahead and get started. So the first word we're going to spell is herd. Not the herd with your ears, but like a herd of animals in a field. So, or like a herd of elephants. That would be really cool to see. Okay, so when I am spelling herd, I'm going to sound it out. Herd. Herd. And I hear the sound. I know there's 3 ways to spell So when you're not sure, try all 3 ways and see which one looks right to you. But when I spell herd, I hear her inside of it. And I know I spell her Her. So I'm going to try that spelling. Herd. And then I hear d, like the digging dog at the end of the word. Herd. So that's how you spell it, like a herd of elephants. Now, the herd, like you're hearing, I'm going to show you that. It is the same, but there's an extra letter. It doesn't really follow our spelling rules, but this is a herd, like a group of animals, and this is the herd that you hear with your ears. Let me show you a trick. If you cover up the D, you see the word hear, but then you put the D and it becomes herd. So that's a little trick for remembering that. Okay, the next word we're going to spell is purr. The sound of a cat is purr. Purr. Okay, I have seen this in books many times, so I know it is the UR spelling for purr. Purr. And I also know, because we read this word in our lesson yesterday, the purr has a second R. Purr. Okay, good job. Okay, the next word is stir. I love to stir cake batter because then I can lick the spoon. Stir. Ready? Stir. And this is the IR spelling for the So I hear a blend, the blend, like for stop. And then it's the IR spelling for stir. There you go. Okay. First. The first one in line should set an example for everyone else. First. So I hear and in this case, it is the IR that spells the sound. First has the st blend at the end of this word. It was at the beginning of this one and the end of this word. The next word we're going to spell is verse. Sometimes you sing a verse of a song in music class. Verse. So that tickles my lip when I make that sound. And then in this case, it's the ER spelling. Verse. Now let me show you something. Verse. This word, also like the word nurse, has an E at the end that's silent. Verse. So the E It is not making a long vowel sound. It is just a silent E that really isn't doing anything on this word. But that's how you spell verse. Nurse is a different spelling, but it also has a silent E at the end. The last word we're going to spell is our sight word, look. L-O-O-K, look. Remember, as you spell sight words, we say the letters out loud as we write them. L-O-O-K, look. Here's the word, look. Now, let me show you something. When you learn how to spell one word can unlock the door for many other words. So if I can spell look, I can also spell took. It's just a different letter at the beginning. I can also spell book because it ends the same. I can spell cook. I can spell brook, like a babbling brook, which would be like a spring of water. So you see how look can help you spell many other words. So that's one thing that's really cool is when you learn one word to read it or spell it, it can help you read and spell lots of other words. Okay, now we're going to read our story, the story of Cat. Remember, it's a good idea to pause your screen and read this on your own for the first time so you're reading at your pace. Okay, the story of Cat. Chapter 8, what will Cat do? Remember where we left off? They found the 2 kittens that were free to a good home. I have a feeling Cat is going to be very happy. Would Cat like the kittens? Would she want to hurt them? Some cats will hurt the kittens of other cats. Dad walked to the gate. He was still carrying the basket of kittens. They were sitting up. Everyone watched Cat. At first, Cat got up on her feet and turned to look at the kittens. Then she hissed. The kittens saw Cat's teeth. One kitten jumped out of the basket and landed in the dirt. The other kitten jumped on Dad's shirt and then fell on Dad's feet. Cat jumped off the gate and walked over to the kittens. Cat hissed one more time. Then Cat stopped hissing. She moved closer and sniffed each kitten. Then she licked them. First, she licked the fur of one kitten. Then she licked the fur of the other kitten. The kittens purred and purred. They felt safe. Oh, good. I was worried at first. Okay, remember, it's a good idea. Pause and try to read this first on your own at your own pace. Well, said Jane, I think Cat loves them. If she did not like them, she would not lick their fur. I am so glad. When Cat is done, those kittens will have very clean fur. Rick said, it's time to feed the kittens. I will get some milk for them to drink and some meat to eat. Most kittens like milk and meat. Cake is not good for kittens. Certainly is not. It's not good for dogs either. We learned that the hard way in the Clifford house. All right, Lions, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me for another lesson. Great job with your reading and great job with your spelling. Keep it up, guys. I'll see you.